What's up, my people? As you guys have just seen, today we are rating Tower Defense X out of 25. It's a new tower defense game on Roblox, and I'm really looking forward to it because basically all the other ones are actually decent. I played a little bit of this one, and it is really good. I've got so much to say about this. Out of the 5 factors we are using, which will be game mechanics, graphics, challenge, content, and fun. Stay tuned to see to the end and, well, find out if it's worth playing, in my opinion. Okay guys, for our first factor we have game mechanics. Now, really in this game, you basically, wow, did I just lag in real life? Anyways, in this game, you're going to place your units like any other tower defense game. But this game is different. As you can see, it shows you the damage, it shows you the reload time, the burst size, the range, the DPS, which is kind of normal, but it changes over here. As you guys will see as I play a little bit more. When you upgrade, let's say I upgrade laser sights and not AP ammo, that will literally limit me, so I can't upload anything on here to max. So I can't have an overpowered unit that has 5 of this and 5 of this. That is a very good system because that allows for actual strategical gameplay rather than just people being overpowered. They also have abilities, and this is the first unit in the game. So for the first unit in the game to have abilities, like, that's big, that's actually decent. That's what I like to see in a new game. So yeah, the game mechanics are nice. Besides that, they're not choppy at all. Like, everything works perfectly fine. I'm not having any problems. The maps look quite nice, but we'll get into that later. But yeah, all the units work. You can't control other people's units, as like, that's quite obvious. The money and the ratios and everything is perfectly fine. The prices will go up as time goes on. It will show you what they've done, how much they've earned for you, and you can change obviously who they go for. Now I would like to put them at random just because it gives me a real if everyone, let's say you have 5 units and they all go for random, okay, so we're fucked. Okay, oh wait, pardon my language. Please kill these guys. Okay, we may not be as, oh no, oh no, this can't be. Okay, so wave 5 we're really struggling, but that's besides the point. I'm pretty good at this game, as you guys can see. So anyways, back onto what is actually mattering in this game, which is game mechanics. Everything works perfectly, nothing's choppy, it's all nice to see. So I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5, which I think is fair in my opinion. I really wanted to give it a 4, but like, it's nothing special. It's just got that extra little bit, which is why I gave it the 0.5. But is like, by default everything looks nice. I would definitely put it above average by default. So yeah, let's move on to our next one. Okay guys, now we have graphics, and as you can probably see, the map is actually decent. Now it may look like 2006 Roblox, but like, I feel like that is a part of it, and how they've used these old blocks to make this map is amazing. Like, just looking at everything, it looks pretty cool. That's supposed to be a chicken and a building at the same time. Like, who do you know can make a chicken and a building at the same time? Like, only these guys can do it. So yeah, this is quite cool. I like the map, I like everything. I would definitely put the map around a 2.5 out of 5, but it's not just the map alone that makes up the game's graphics, isn't it? It's the UI and everything else. It looks quite cool, it looks quite techy. You have everything nicely working. You have the people, even the people, like, they look pretty good at themselves. They look pretty cool, especially when you get better units like the rocket launcher units. But yeah, my point still stands that the units are actually quite cool, and none of them look ugly. And none of them look stupid. Like, they all actually look towards a certain degree of, oh yeah, this is quality, which is definitely appreciated in this type of game. So yeah, I'm looking at giving graphics about a 3.5 out of 5 as well, because they're not average. They're definitely above average because of the way they've used it, but it's not a 4 out of 5. Like, let's be so real here. As much as I like this game, and if I gave it a 4 out of 5, you guys probably say I'm glazing. It is not a 4 out of 5, but definitely a 3.5 out of 5. Okay, let's move on to our third factor, which is challenge. Okay, so being honest here, almost every tower defense game is hard. I joke. But on a serious note, Tower Defense X is harder than most. Like, you can see the amount of people completing hard dungeons on the leaderboards, and compare them to like what's it called? Compare them to the amounts of visits that the game has. There's not many people who are able to compete at such high levels on this game. Even though it is a new game, I looked at it just earlier today, and well, there's only hundreds of people who have actually got onto that high leaderboard when there's thousands of people playing the game, showing that the game is actually quite hard. Plus the fact that with this different type of system where you can only have like one path unlocked, it really forces you to actually have to create a different type of build. You can't just slap in overpowered units over time and get loads of money. You actually have to look at what type of builds that you're creating, and that definitely makes the game more harder because it actually needs you to build actual strategies, making it a lot more harder than most tower defense games where you can just slap in a unit like anime tower defense. I know I'm sending shots, but okay, with anime tower defense you can just slap in the strongest unit there and then just slap him up, keep upgrading him, and you're basically overpowered. But in this, you can't do that. You actually have to think of strategic builds. There's literally videos on how to complete certain dungeons because they're that hard. But what will be the rating? Because it is very hard, but it's not the hardest. I've seen harder games than this, and comparing it as a game in whole, like as a game as itself, not as a Roblox game, not as a game limited by the fact that it's a Roblox game, just as a game itself, I would definitely say it's about what's a good rating for it? I would definitely say it is more onto the side of 4 out of 5. Yeah, 4 out of 5 is definitely what it should be at right now. In the future, the rating may go up, but for now, a 4 out of 5 makes the most sense to give it. Our fourth factor on the list, which is content. Now, well. It's a tower defense game, so it's just going to have loads of content by default. It has loads of different missions, quests, and objectives, loads of different ways to complete dungeons, and loads of different dungeons, loads of different tower units, and once again, the options that they have individually is just makes the game 10 times more versatile. Now, the quality of the content, I would say, is decently high. Rounds are at least 25 waves, and they're filled with multiple different types of opponents that all have their individual traits and attributes, so it's really quite detailed. So for a Roblox game, I would definitely say it's a 4 out of 5 for content, but as a game on its own, comparing it to games like Genshin Impact, the content kind of falls to a 3 out of 5. And wait, now that's butchering it. I would give it a 3.5 out of 5. That seems completely fair, right? So yeah, the content definitely falls down to about a 3.5 out of 5. Do you guys think it's a fair comparison? Let me know in the comment section below. Coming on to our last factor, we have fun. Now, me personally, I found this tower defense more fun with friends than alone, but that's kind of every single tower defense game. Unless you have a special thing, like a special connection, something inside of you for tower defense games, you're gonna find it quite hard to play this game on your own for a long time. Like, it does get quite tedious and you will lose a lot, so it does get a little bit boring because who the hell loves losing? But if you are ready to play the game for a long time and take on the slow progression, it can be quite fun, especially when you play with friends, because you get through a lot faster when you have people that you can coordinate strategies with. But yeah, on my first round, I won because I was carried by someone OP, and we were on easy stage, and easy stage we almost lost. So imagine you're here without like overpowered people to carry you. It's going to be quite tedious. But after going through the game a lot, hey, the game was fun. Like, I can't really dispute that. The game was actually really fun. So hey, I'll give it kudos. I like the game. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5. I can see myself making videos on this in the future. That's basically what a 3 out of 5 means for me. Drum roll, please. We we have come to a total rating of 17.5 out of 25, which is a lot more, like a lot above average, and is actually quite decent for a new game. If you guys would rate it differently, let me know in the comment section below, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to the channel. Thank y'all for watching, and peace.